Heidi-ho neighbors, Radogoji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Let me make sure that my cheating is still on. Yes, it is. Disclaimer, I am cheating now. I'm going to be doing that at the beginning of every video, just so that we're clear that I am cheating. This is kind of a take two of this, mainly due to the fact that I recorded 3 parts of this, and then I realized when I got ready to edit, I actually forgot to save the audio for part 2. And since I didn't want to redo part 2, because then part 2, the ending of part 2 probably wouldn't match up to the beginning of part 3, I went ahead and just scrapped both of them, and I'm going to redo them. So I don't have my FAQ out right now, because I pretty much know what to do for the rest of this dungeon. It's pretty much just a straight shot to the boss now. And also, I kind of know what to do outside of battle, or outside of the dungeon, on the way to the next dungeon. Although there was also something that I missed on my initial recording of part 3. I did forget to get one of the spells that I could have gotten at the time. But that's okay, we're going to rectify that, and yeah. What else is there to say? Well, yeah, like I said, this is just pretty much a straight shot to the boss now. But I am going to still, you know, kill as much as I can, because, yeah, experience and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and make it so that I can fight these iron knuckles down here. I'll go ahead and highlight my life spell at the ready for when I get utterly destroyed by this guy, because he's not going to let me hit him. He is quick to the draw on that shield, I'll tell you. And this is why I hate fighting Iron Knuckles, is because you can't really hit them unless you're super duper quick, or are not defensive and willing to die, pretty much. You try to look for an opening, and then when you find one, he basically exploits your opening. And knocks you back. Because most of those times when he changed his shield around were because I was able to, you know, move up or down. And while it is, you know, there's still a chance that you'll hit him, that it's not a very big one. I say as I hit him 3 times in a row, but yeah, still. My point still stands. Or my statement still stands. That's not experience. I'm disappointed at you, Iron Knuckle. Oh, there's another one down there, with experience next to him. I think I'll take advantage of the fact that he's down there. And head on over and say, "Pardon me, sir. Can I borrow a cup of experience points?" And he'll probably be like, "No, I'm an Iron Knuckle, and thus I'm an asshole." And I'll say, "Too bad, I'm going to take them anyway. There's 1,000 experience right there, and you're going to level me up when I kill you. Make our attack go up." I do not see a problem with that. At all. I'm just going to cast it. I think I cast the jump spell already. Oh well. It doesn't stack or anything. Let's cast the life spell too, because, you know, paranoia and all that. Fairly close to the boss now, I believe. Yep, we're at the boss now. This is a fairly, strange boss compared to the others. All it is it's an Iron Knuckle on a horse. That's all it is. It's just a blue Iron Knuckle on a horse, and what you have to do is you have to kill the horse, basically knock the Iron Knuckle off of the horse, and then it turns into a blue Iron Knuckle battle. Except it's especially annoying here, because the edges of the screen aren't, you know, walls. So he can still go off the screen when you back him up into the corner. And this just turns into an annoying Iron Knuckle fight. So yeah. See, we can back him up into the... basically off the screen. If he doesn't kill us first. So we have to, like, you know, back up some. Maybe take some hits so that we can actually get to the other side, maybe, and have a whole new stretch of runway to attack him on, because he's not going to let us hit him. He's backing up, and he has a shield up, and he's knocking us back with throwing knives. Or maybe there's sword beams, or throwing swords, something like that, I don't know. So this basically just turns into a regular blue Iron Knuckle battle. You know, just as annoying, but still. A blue Iron Knuckle battle. So he's not as, I guess, well thought out, I guess you could say, as the other bosses. And it's going to give us enough experience, I think, to upgrade our magic points. Which is still fairly important, even though we have infinite magic now. It's still a good idea to raise your magic, because you're still going to need, you know, that minimum number of magic points to cast certain spells, and magic containers are still going to be important, because you need a certain number of magic containers in order to get certain spells. Yeah, this is basically where the castle was, like I said, due to programming issues, or recording issues with the video file. It didn't exactly show what the area looked like around, so if you're really interested in seeing what that looked like, if you didn't know already, that's what it looks like. I'm going to be so glad when this game is over. So we have to head back through this cave. And back in... It could basically... even though we, like, fell down the cave, I mean, we still have to go out like another side, and it still deposits us in the graveyard. You know, joy of joys, but... I mean, it's not as bad now that we're cheating, but... You know... It's not bad to the point where I can actually stand getting around to finishing the game. Ooh, what's this? A magic refill, okay. I was not aware that that was present. I'm not gonna lose to freaking slimes, no. So let's just head out of the graveyard. Now we're in the safety of... Well, not really the safety of the desert, but being in the desert is very much preferable to being in a graveyard. As we've seen. Okay. Now, basically, I didn't really point it out because I was ranting about how much I hate this game. When we were in the that last area, or in that last dungeon, we picked up a raft. The raft is basically there to get us across to the second half of the game. We can't kill these guys yet. Let's pick up some experience real quick. There's some experience here. But yeah, the game is split up between two continents, the eastern and western, and basically the raft gets us to the western continent. And that's pretty much all the raft is good for. I don't want to die. So let's go to the next town, which is Naburu, I believe. Again, I've done this, but I did this last time. I just, you know, had to re-record. I'm not going to worry too much about talking to people and healing. Let's talk to some of these English-speaking guys. With boots, I could walk on the water. Okay, I'm wearing boots, and that doesn't make me walk on the water, but, you know, we will be seeing some magic boots that will allow us to do so. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to this person. I am thirsty. Now here's where the stupid comes in. She is thirsty. We go to this fountain. Want to get some water? Well, it doesn't really matter. It's going to give it to us anyway. Then we go talk to her. You have water. Come to my house. If she was so thirsty, she could have just walked that way, like 20 feet. and gotten some water herself. Truly, our heroic abilities are being fully utilized here. Sarcasm. This magic will make your sword shoot fire. We got the fire spell. The fire spell is going to be incredibly useful. Okay. And basically what it does is it makes our sword shoot fireballs. So even if we don't have full life, we can still shoot some projectiles. And the projectiles that we shoot are even more are a lot more useful than the sword beams that we've been using. Because the sword beams we've been using are, let's face it, not that powerful. Or useful. Revived. You know, they only go like 5 feet in front of us, and then, okay, we're done. Also, there's a bat thing here. If we use the jump spell, we can talk to it. If we keep talking to it, you are persistent. Find heart over ocean. It basically just told us where to find a heart container. However, we can't go over the ocean yet because we don't yet have the boots. The raft only brought us so far, basically. So let's head into this cave. And we got bats to turn to demons now. I'm also going to use the fire spell here because it's going to be... we're basically at a point where there are going to be some enemies that are only affected by fireballs. Such as... I think we're going to actually see one in just a bit. Yeah, this guy. This blue Baragon looking guy. I call him Blue Baragon. I don't know what he's really called, but, you know, sword doesn't actually work on him. You actually have to shoot fireballs at him. That's why I call him Blue Baragon, because he looks like a blue Baragon. Baragon is a Godzilla monster. And he was only in a few movies. Ooh. Did I ever actually run into an enemy, or is this just like a set encounter? I think this is just a random encounter. And these things are decimating me. But that's okay, because we have life spell at the ready. Always. Except when we're prepping ourselves for an area by casting shield and fire. Well, I don't really need to cast fire here, but yeah. You know. Alright. Okay, we got some set encounters here, too. I'm going to go ahead and use shield, and I'm going to use fire here, too, because there's blue Baragons here, too. Blue Baragon just, well, you know, he don't care. He just, you know, he's just chilling. Baragon was only in a few movies. I've only ever seen one... no, I've seen 2 movies with Baragon in them. I've seen this... he's basically, like, I guess you could say he's a Godzilla monster. The first movie he was in, he wasn't... Godzilla wasn't in that one. That was... It was called... Over here, it was called Frankenstein Conquers the World. But, I think in Japan, it was just called Frankenstein versus Baragon. And it was like a giant Frankenstein monster. And he fought Baragon. And that was pretty much it. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the video here. And when we come back, more Blue Baragon. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?